The best ways to sell on Instagram through DM are much simpler than everybody else makes it. In this video, I'm going to show you how to actually close deals in the direct message without sending a 4-paragraph close to your prospect. My name is Jackson Parker. I'm the founder of Quantum Horizons. We build a variety of different technology, and on this channel, we talk about black hat marketing, asymmetric campaigns like mother-child marketing, automation, and agencies. So we're going to cover all of that over the course of this channel. But in today's video, we're breaking down the 3 DM closing strategies that have generated myself, my clients, and my partner agencies well over $8 million over the course of 4 years. So I've been doing this for a very long time. And so I know kind of at this point what I like to do in terms of closing deals in the DM. And I certainly know what I tell my team and, of course, our partner agencies what to do when it comes to closing deals in the DM. First, in this video, we're going to discuss a platform bridge close, a 5-text close, and then a cloaked bridge close. And I'm going to link down below the free DM strategy document that we also use internally, so we drink our own Kool-Aid, and that we use that for our own reps, our partners, and then our agency clients. And so you can use it too. It's very easy. You can even use it yourself or delegate it to somebody else as a triage item. So let's get into today's video. So let's say you have an offer and it's not converting on Instagram. Maybe you've literally never gotten an organic sale on Instagram, and you're wondering, you're like, can I even close deals in the DM? Well, maybe you think the conversion is low because you don't have a huge following or it's something else. But in most cases, I see our clients starting in a very similar situation to you, which is they just don't know how to close deals on Instagram, which makes sense. When they open new messages with their prospects, and this may be just like you, their conversations are very intense and they drag. Not fun. Because energy exertion can kill deals, okay? Instagram is not a gym, nor is it a mental exercise like YouTube. Okay, internalize it for a second. Instagram is a fun platform. We want to make it fun. The last thing we want to do is try to tread upstream and make it something it's not. It's not YouTube. It's not LinkedIn. It's Instagram. It's fun. It's a fast-paced platform with low resistance. And so you have to be the same way in order to get results. So when we sell on Instagram, we want to remove the logically intense conversation and elect to make our process fun instead. How do we do that? Well, you might be hearing this thinking, well, my offer is primarily logic-based. For somebody to make a decision, it requires them to think through it, which, of course, is true for many, many offers. I'm not asking you to change your offer, but it brings us to the first of 3 selling methodologies in Instagram. So we're going to go through that. It's called platform bridge. So let's say you sell something like a course, a mentorship, or a program that's a little bit more logically intense. The platform bridge is where we change the environment to close where the conversation converts in a converted sale. So we're changing the domain, right? So let's say we're on Instagram, right? And we want to close our client on a high ticket course. Well, Instagram is just not the place to do that. Okay, so we want to do a platform bridge. We want to go from one platform to another. In this case, it's going to be Instagram, probably to a phone call or even to an iMessage text conversation. And so really, when you get into that type of dialogue, right, your goal is to get off of Instagram as quickly as possible in the most seamless way possible with building some trust in between. And so the way we do that is we go from fun ecosystem to a more serious conversation. This is like going through like a book a call funnel, right? We get to qualify our client, make sure they're reaching the level that we want to actually have a call with them. And so the funnel is taking place right there in the Instagram DM. It's fun, you're interested, let's see if you're serious, right? And this is quite simple, okay? First, I rarely message a business page for this strategy. I'm only going to message a personal page outbound to do a platform bridge. Why? Because I want to know who I'm talking to. And I don't want to be invisible, like trying to look into their business and understand who it is that I'm actually speaking to. So we want to only talk to personal pages. And we're going to open this convo with a conversation or a question about them, okay? So typically when I do this, I just reply to a story or a reel they posted, and I'm just going to ask them something about it. Don't think too hard on it, okay? Literally just say something funny or interesting. It's not too hard to open a chat, okay? And all of the money on Instagram is in the following 3 words. You just got to remember this. Even if they don't reply, if they open it or the conversation just doesn't go anywhere, that's fine because all of the money on Instagram is in open direct messages. It's in open direct messages. You can't get money out of a direct message unless it's open, unless the conversation is there. Why? Because if they open it, I can go back and reply to it 3 months, 3 days, 3 years. It doesn't matter. Instagram doesn't limit me on the old conversations. It only limits me on the new ones. So even if we have a short-term conversation in the DM, if your social market is uneven, meaning you're slightly more valuable than they are socially, it will be a much easier process to move this deal to the next step. We're not going to be trying to talk up, okay? If I have 3 posts, 2,000 followers, and the prospect is blue checked at 340K, you're messaging the wrong fucking prospect, okay? Because we want to be here. We want it to look like we are diving down to meet them, and they are looking up at your status going, who the fuck is this guy? I want to talk to him, okay? We don't want to be wasting time trying to punch up. That doesn't make any sense. So who you DM also matters. Don't try to fucking talk to people that are out of your league, okay? You're wasting time. The reality is a blue check influencer looks at a cat who doesn't have anything going on, and he's like, why the fuck would I waste my time? You might actually cost me money if I fucking do this, and you might cost me money that doesn't come back, which is the most dangerous type of conversation to open. So if your social market value is higher, you're going to invite the person that does not have what you have and invite them to get on a call with you later that day, or just shoot you a text to start scheduling something out, okay? But when we get off platform, now we're really running and gunning because now we can get the close going, okay? Now we can build some real rapport. Oh, you've got my personal cell now. You with me? This is a much higher level of trust, and now we're getting into the friendship territory because this is where your sales process starts. You're now going to be offering to show them something that maybe you're working on or a client you recently worked with to get his interest kind of going on who is this guy? Like, what does he do? I wonder if we can work together, okay? So you're going to become a friend first before you ask for the sale. And of course, when you ask for the sale, you're going to do that on the call, okay? So that's the first method. The second method, which is my favorite because I get lazy with outbound DM, it's called a 5-text close. A 5-text close is for offers under $800 upon payment because generally it has to have a free trial attached to it, okay? I only send this to people in my extended network. I don't really want to reach too far out of the pocket to try to find somebody who doesn't know me, okay? So I go into friends of friends to find these people. And I'm usually offering my Instagram growth offer or a data offer or something like that. So I say it, so I'm like, hey, James, do you want to grow this page? Literally that, okay? Hey, do you want to grow this page? Of course he does, right? Yeah, LOL, how, right? I've got a tool that watches 10,000 stories a day and tracks hundreds of followers to your page. Do you want to try it for free? And he's going to say, yeah, how? I'm going to send him a link. I'm going to say, dude, sign up with this code and I'll set it up for you. Let me know when you join, okay? Literally that simple, okay? I am not going to pitch him 900 reasons why it works, what he needs to do, da-da-da-da-da-da. Fuck no, okay? Free trial. Try it out. Let me know what you think, okay? It comes with this level of implied certainty that you know that this product is fucking dope and that he's going to want it. And he's like, damn, this dude isn't telling me shit. Like, I'm kind of curious, right? If he does ask questions, just answer them with a video or voice message. That way it's personable, okay? But when you get to that second question, you're going to offer your phone number in a second response and start to close them on a call. Second question he asks, you're going to go, hey, look, you should just text or call me because I want to walk you through this. This thing's fucking cool. Okay? Very easy. No time wasted. Okay? No hard pitch. I'm not sending paragraphs. It's single sentences. Now, it converts 1 out of 10 times on average, but that makes all the sense because the combos are fast and they're worth it, right? And for $800 a pop, I'm fucking stoked, okay? Because when it renews after 14 days, I'm stoked. And so are they. The third method is called the cloaked bridge. It's a little bit different than a platform bridge. But on a cloaked bridge, we're striking a conversation with the prospect by replying to a story only, okay? So we're always going to reply to a story. We're going to swipe up and say something just to get them to reply, okay? We're going to have a genuine question, and we're going to be asking them the questions that we want them to ask us, okay? So you have to be strategic with this one. If I want somebody to ask me what I do, I'm going to ask them what they do. Okay. If I want somebody to ask me how I do marketing, I'm going to ask them how they do marketing. These types of things. But of course, we're asking this not from a point of sale, rather from a point of genuine connection. And so when we make these types of statements, the client or the prospect on the other end is genuinely curious about who we are and why we're so interested, right? And we're not going to show them that we're interested in selling them something until we build that rapport first. Once the convo is at a point where the prospect is actually interested in what we're saying, then we invite them to a call. Hey, bro, would love to get on a call with you sometime. Just see if we can, merge minds or something like that, right? And at that point, then you see if there's synergy, and then you work to qualify them on an offer. And you see if it's a good fit, let's fucking try it out, right? You give them your personal number and you tell them to text you, okay? When they text you, that tells them that you've done a good job of building your social market value with them and they're interested. And now they're qualified, and it builds a little bit of trust on the back end as well. Now, below this video, you can download the guide that I mentioned earlier to get the strategy, and it makes it very easy to do 20 contacts a day in under 10 minutes, okay? You don't have to bang your head against the wall, 10 contacts a day. Find the method that works best for you, and it'll show you how to identify where the people are on Instagram using what's called the keyword search, okay? So if you have a specific offer, I'll show you how to find the people that are actually interested in that offer without having to bang your head up against the wall. Cop that document, and I'm going to see you in the next video. Peace.